The dairy industry continues to grow in South Dakota with cheese plant expansions at Valley Queen in Millbank and AgriPure in Lake Norden. Dairy products annually contribute more than $2.7 billion and support 11,000 jobs in the state. However, to keep the industry growing, they need help with immigration, labor, and trade. That was the focus of the International Dairy Food Association's strategic flyout and roundtable in Millbank. The push for dairy development in the I-29 corridor has had a huge economic impact in South Dakota and its rural communities. Its growth the state's leaders welcome.
I mean, we're excited about what's happening in dairy in South Dakota, both on the producer side and on the processing side. A lot of jobs being created here in our state, and that's a good thing, so we want to encourage it.
The Valley Queen cheese plant alone generates about $1.6 billion from processing, and that will increase with the current expansion.
We've just invested $53 million in plant processing capacity. We'll be going from processing 4.2 million pounds of milk a day to about 5.3 million pounds of milk a day.
Which will take another 75,000 to 80,000 cows in the state. But he says they're carefully matching supply with demand so they don't depress prices.
Now I think we're at the point where milk production and processing are growing at about the same rate.
However, for growth to continue, both processors and producers say the current labor crisis must be fixed.
I mean, just having enough people to fill the jobs, and that kind of bears on the issue of immigration.
And another key is trade. That's why the International Dairy Foods Association is holding flyouts in Millbank and around the U.S. with dairy and government leaders.
In the future, as we have more milk, we're going to be exporting in excess of 20% of our production. So we need access to markets, we need trade agreements.
The state has also hugely supported dairy expansion, and the Secretary of Ag says that will continue.
Governor Noem is also very supportive of egg development and livestock development, and including, the dairy industry.
Because she says the future of rural communities like Millbank depend on it.
That economic impact from, the workers here and how many times those wages get recycled, and the impact that it has on Main Street with, the grocery stores and the gas stations. And I mean, it's huge. Yeah, it's going to help build rural America again.